I just finished filming a video, and that video was like 18 minutes long or something like that, and that's outrageous. So what I'm gonna focus on in this video is to be as concise as possible. And even though I don't feel like I've got nothing to talk about, I feel like I talk for ages. So I know I spent a lot of time like just roughly now, but I'm gonna try and be concise. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about my experience playing football at Loughborough University. I'll talk about my experience at Loughborough University in general in a different video, but yeah, playing football there was very interesting to say the least. So my first year, you kind of like, so in the first year you trial for the team, and you trial like to get into AU, which is where like AU is pretty much where you play representing the union, you play against any other universities. So you trial there, and then based on how well you do, they'll put you either in the first, second, third, or fourth. So at the time, it was, I think, September 2018, there were 4 teams. I think now there's 5 or 6 teams, but yeah. So I trialed, and I'm pretty sure, like, maybe 1 or 2 people got into the first team from the trials, and then 3 people got into the second team from those same trials, and then pretty much all of the third and fourth team were made from all the trialists, and I was one of the 3 people that made it into the second team, which I think there were like over 300 people trialing or something like that. So like I was like I was the 1%, and that kind of, it was a blessing and a curse. Like obviously it's a blessing because it's like, bro, I'm sick, like I'm special, like. But then it was a curse because I think I was still young at the time. Well, I guess I'm still young now, but I was still young at the time. Like I was just 19, and rather than feeling like I belonged there, I felt like I was lucky to be there, and I feel like that held me back the whole of first year, and I was just like in my shell. I didn't wanna. I was trying not to make mistakes, which made me play worse, and it made me make more mistakes because I was being extra cautious, where going with my gut instinct is what got me into that position. But now all of a sudden I was trying to do everything different. So yeah, I think I don't think I struggled. I struggled a lot in the first year, and not only me but the team did, and I'm pretty sure we got relegated as well. And yeah, it was quite bad. Second year, I think I was a bit more like, I had a bit more of a character, and I knew that I belonged in that team now. So I had a different mindset going in, but then I think it started off quite well, but as time went on, I still didn't do so well. And I think after if I remember well, after the Christmas exams, like after the January exams, I pretty much lost my spot. Like I wasn't playing at all. And when you get to a position where you're not playing at all, then that's where you don't enjoy it. And as a centre back, if you're not starting, then you're pretty much not playing, unless there's a freak accident, a freak injury, or maybe you want to go through at the back to change formation and stuff. But that's actually like, you're just praying to get on if you're not starting. So yeah, I remember, I think one of my lowest points was when my dad and my brother came to visit me, and because it was a Wednesday, I think they came to watch me play, and I didn't come on that game, and I was just so vexed. Like I was so vexed. Like I've never felt so embarrassed before in my life. And yeah, so that was second year. So it wasn't great. But third year, like that's when I really grew into myself. I knew I was that guy, and I always play well when I have confidence. But that's true to all footballers, but like confidence is such a big thing in football. I like just the simple fact that you know, like knowing that you're good compared to thinking you're good makes such a massive difference. And like I still struggle with confidence now, which I need to work on. And yeah, I will work on it as well. But third year, it was probably my best year. I had like some issues at the beginning of the year, which stopped me from playing for a bit. But then when I started playing, I really grew into it. Like that was probably my best year. Like there was COVID as well, which kind of ruined the smooth process of like playing week in, week out. So I wasn't playing as much, but I did really grew into myself, and I probably played my best football there in my third year as well. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like I think being in an environment where at Loughborough, which is obviously so good for sports, and in the second team as well, like the first team pretty much have all the facilities at their feet, but in the second team we get all the crumbs that the first team doesn't have. So sometimes we might have the video analysts like coming to watch our games and recording our games. Sometimes we might play on the first team pitch. We might get access to the gym and stuff. On occasion, we might get some extra kit. And yeah, like that experience, even though I wasn't in the first team, it was still amazing. Like it was the closest that you get to, well, I'll say it was really close to a professional setting, but still a semi-professional schedule, which I wouldn't have minded being in a professional schedule, like training every day like I did at sixth form. But like going from my sixth form, where it was a football academy, training every day with good facilities as well, and then going to Loughborough was just like good. It was a good 5 years of my life, like playing football almost week in, week out, and yeah, well, almost day in, day out. So yeah, I really enjoyed it about it. My teammates as well were all fun. Like the culture at the club was good. We're all students, so we all have something to bond us together. And yeah, like everyone was so nice and friendly. Like all in all, looking back, I really enjoyed it. Like it was a really good time. Like I did a lot to get into Loughborough. I rejected an unconditional offer to go to Loughborough University, to go to Loughborough, and the main reason I wanted to go to Loughborough was for the football there. So being able to play 3 years football there was amazing. And looking back, it was a great time. Like, do I have any regrets? I wouldn't say I have any regrets, but there were things where I probably should have made the most of, and I should have been a bit more bold, like especially in third year when I was doing really well. And even in first year, I started off quite well. Like there were times where I've been asked to train and even play with the first team, but things just didn't go in the way I went, the way I would have liked them to go. But I should have been a bit more keen and should have been a bit more cheeky, asking questions and trying to find the third door into the first team. And yeah, I didn't do that, but I think it's something that I just had to learn, learn with life. So I think I had to go through those situations to now learn that in the future there's other ways to enter, to make the most of situations. So yeah, all in all, that was my time at Loughborough University playing football. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you made it to the end, then wow, thank you so much. Well, yeah, peace.